If you want to be a good evaluator, there's two things you must have in your mind. The first is that everybody's got to believe what you're telling them. You must be credible. And the second thing is that they need confidence in the way that you are going about your work. In other words, your method has to be consistent. What this tells us is that any evaluation approach requires a decent set of rules. And we, in our ABDI approach, have 8 straightforward rules which help you to evaluate better. I'm just going to illustrate those by talking for a couple of minutes about 2 of them. The first one is always use full costs. There are 2 messages here. The first one's obvious. You can't credibly report anything. The result of any learning activity, any project, any program, without being able to tell people what it costs. Doesn't matter if you're going to actually report a value for money result out of it or not. You must always know what it costs. The second message lies in the word full. Very often when people report costs, they report the direct costs. They don't report the indirect costs, which are often between 3 and 10 times the direct costs. And those are, above all, the cost of the time of the people who are attending your course, doing your work, involved with you, when they could actually be doing other productive things for their organisations. If you want to be credible, you've got to report on both. The second rule, always carry out attribution isolation. That may sound a bit technical. The point about it is that you cannot report any impact. We made more money. We got a better response from our clients without asking the question, did somebody else or something else actually account for part of that result or maybe even all of that result? In other words, you've got to find a consistent way of giving credit to your colleagues, to your competitors, to other influences from the outside world before you can report a realistic result. Those 2 are things we always do, we always tell people to do. If you want to find out about the other 8 and how they fit in to the best evaluation approach, which is currently available to you, you can do it by coming on ABDI's accredited foundation course. Hope to see you there.